Okay, hello guys. Sorry I couldn't post my trade recap on pound dollar. And I was very busy this week. Actually, it didn't go the way we anticipated. But this week, currently, we are on a different pair that I'll be analyzing, and we'll go through from the weekly, daily to the four weekly, daily, 4 hour to the 1 hour, and if possible, we'll filter out our entries on the 15 minutes to see where we are going this week. Okay, currently on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We have our top of the structure right here, and currently we are on the double top of the structure of the current structure, in which we are anticipating a fall to this area, and if possible, price can just trickle its way all to this area to give us a double top quickly, maybe give us an override or a confirmation for entry. Then we push price to the low side. Okay, so that's what we are looking for on Euro USD because price is very corrective at the lower time frames, and currently dollar is actually gaining some bit of strength possibly. And currently we are, dollar had a bit of weakness last week and we couldn't get our entries on dollar pairs as expected of pattern. And actually we are actually looking forward to this week to see how dollar will give us a bit of strength to get into the markets as early as possible. So on the weekly time frame, we know we are at the top of the structure now at the top of the structure of the current price action, and we can possibly push price to these areas for a possible fall all the way to the downside. Okay, that's what we are looking for. But what is price giving us right now? Currently, we are at the top of the structure and we are looking for a retracement the back into the lows, maybe possibly to these lows or to these areas right here. Okay, so let's dig in. Now we know that we are the double top and we're anticipating a huge move to the downside from this area, which is possibly can be done or which we can possibly get uh, a possible retracement back into the structure, giving us a very nice risk to reward ratio. Why am I saying to let me just remove this real quick and we get price clearly? Why am I saying so? Because price from here, let's just take a quick look at this. You can see this price shows us something. What do you see? We can see this type of price action around here that is possible. Okay, we can see this type of price action around this area, confirming a very nice move to the downside, these areas. But what can also happen right now is we are having a different scenario because this is very corrective and we are anticipating this move to the downside. Okay, this is my potential. Okay, this is my potential. So on the daily time frame, we know we are actually in a corrective nature. Okay, impulse correction. Then we're looking for the next impulse, which is possible, but price will have to show itself on Monday, which will be tomorrow. Okay, so what do I have here? Somebody will say I have this. Somebody can give you literally this one. Maybe let's pick this price action. Maybe can give you somebody can give you this as an impulse. Maybe this is a little bit of impulse, corrective nature. Then the next impulse, then this is the breakout of the structure, and it's looking to take the price to the downside. Okay, that is what someone can say, or that is what maybe I might say is possible, or that is what is actually, or that is what I'm actually seeing right now. Okay, so now that we are in a corrective phase and looking for the push to the downside on the daily, we know that this is very corrective. You can see this is a bit corrective, not clear, but inside this correction, what do we have? We have an impulse, we have this correction. Okay, an impulse, we have this correction. Impulse, this larger correction, and then we reversed, created a hover, small correction here, broke through this trend line and gave us this correction. And in these corrections, what do we see? We actually see a very nice pattern of reversal, which was this one, which gave us that nice push to the downside. Okay, and give us this. And now we are looking at this correction. Price can reach to these areas and push to the downside. That is possible. Okay, that is possible. Price can reach, and that is what I would have been very happy. At least I would have been very happy to get that type of trend. Okay, to enter because it will give you very good risk to reward ratio at that moment. So let's go to the 4 hour to see what we are currently looking at. So on the 4 hour, what do we see? We actually see um, price is actually pushing up impulsively right now as the market is opened. Actually currently this is 9:32, the market is opened. um People say it's 10, but I don't believe it's 10. It's actually 9. Okay, it's 9 that the market opens. The market opens at 9. Okay, and then but it opens with a very high spread. Every broker, I don't, okay, fine, I don't know on other brokers, but on my broker it opens with a very high um, spread. So now after that reversal pattern, what do we have? We had this running channel, and on this running channel, you see after this correction, after the impulse, we had a correction. You can see this correction right here, and then we had the next move. Then we had this particular running channel, and around this area is a key component at this point. Okay, at this point we have a very key component at this point that gave price this impulse correction, then the next impulse. Okay, and that key component is actually there was a correction. This particular type of version was being created around the area to give us that nice impulsive leg to the downside. Okay, um, so what will you be looking for at this point? Now you can see we have this corrective nature, would give us the reversal to the downside, impulse. Then what do you see? A correction. Okay, this is very corrective, but you can see we have broken to the double top, so I'll be looking for a retracement, correction, then a push to the downside. So we are on the 4 hour, we can't really see price very clearly. So let's go to the 1 hour for more clear version of itself. Okay, so now this is a correction. Okay, so this is a correction that I'm looking at currently, looking for sales. So let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, what do we currently see? You can see anytime the market opens, it opens with a gap. And now what do you see? You see this nice gap being created. Okay, it's a very nice gap. On the 15 minutes time frame, you see it more clearly. So this is a 1 hour time frame. We have our price around this area and been respected. So it has been broken. So now, as I said, I'm not looking to take any trade at this moment. Looking for an impulse break, then a correction. Then after this correction, I'm willing to take the trade to the downside. Okay, so that is actually my thought process on Euro USD currently. So, and this was what I was looking at in the 15-minute time frame. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame and I show you my thought process behind why I wanted price to actually push to the downside. So you can see that is why pattern within patterns plays out mostly in the forex market. Because why? Because what do you see? This was what I was looking at. Okay, this was what I was looking at. This nice pattern within pattern structure. Because I know now price has broken through. See that price has broken through, and I was looking for that touch around this area. Actually, for me, I was either looking for the third touch here, then a 1 hour candle retracement. Then I would have been willing to take my trade around this area, okay, with with a 15 pips stop loss or even 20 pips stop loss. Okay, then I'll be looking to take price all the way down for my first target to be here. First target would have been here, which was 3.4. Then my third target will be in the 1 hour time frame, in which you guys know. So my third target would have been here in the 90% rule, which is almost about, let's see how much it is, 10%, 10.7, approximately 11%. Okay, that is what I would have been looking for. But price hasn't given me that. So what am I looking for right now? I'm not looking for anything, maybe something like that. I would have been able to put my entry here and my stop loss around this area, then looking for price to push to the downside. But the market opened and I wasn't around. I cannot just jump into this trade because it's very risky. So now I will not be willing to take any trade from any moment from now, as I said earlier on. Just be waiting patiently for price to give me a clear break after this structure, a correction. Then I'll look for the next impulse to the downside. Now I'll be taking my trade here with a sell order, my stop loss above the stops, and my entry here, which might give me around 40 to 50 pips. Okay, it's fine. That is around 20 pips as well, 25 pips to be on the safer side. Then looking for price to break out of this structure. Then I move my stop to break even. Management skills still put in place. First target around this lows, which will be around 2%. Then my second target will be to the lows. Okay, guys. So thank you for tuning into this YouTube video. I wish you all a successful week. Comment in, give me the kind of pairs you would like me to analyze each week and to break down every moment or at any time. And I will go through all that pairs that you or comment, and you can comment below on what you like me to talk about in my YouTube video that you guys might need. So stay tuned and waiting to see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe. As usual, I'll be producing to you guys good and very nice analysis for the week. Make sure you take advantage of this nice trade. Be patient, let it break the correction. Then we look forward to take the next entry. So thank you guys.